Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Dan Does Tech Stuff. Today I will be upgrading my VR headset. Actually, I'd be doing another upgrade. This was the original Oculus that I got, and I was a big enthusiast of VR when it first came out. I actually bought this from GameStop back in the day. It was like $399. Had a lot of good reviews. I was looking at the tech quite a bit and wanted just to have a different gaming experience. Now, the thing about the Oculus Quest when it first came out was the head strap. I mean, it was like I thought I was crazy because it got all these great reviews, but when I put it on my head, like all the internals, all the computing is done on this front part, and it was just like a little fabric strap, and it put so much pressure on my face that every time I would take it off, it would leave indentations on my face, and I thought I was wearing it wrong. And I had to do a lot of upgrades, specifically like with the face, with the face area, giving it more cushion, and then all together bought this third party. It was just called VR Panda. This third party head strap to make it more comfortable, and then did some other modifications. And of course, the 3.5 millimeter jack was still on this one. And then towards the end of his life cycle, it ended up getting PCVR support. This one, believe it or not, had OLED on the lenses, and then I put this kind of to bed because the Oculus Quest 2 was coming out. Meta no longer supported this headset, which was sad, and then I upgraded to the Quest 2 headset. So let's take a look at that. But here's, for what it did, I think one of the app that really changed the game for me was Beat Saber, and this really hit the spot when it came to that. Okay, all right, and then the Quest 2. Here's this bad boy, and again, it came out, and it was such a big upgrade to the Quest 1. It felt lighter, and that was awesome. But over time, you start feeling again all that computing power is in the front part of the headset, and it really presses down your face. And again, Meta is probably sure, or definitely knows, that the strap that they give you isn't going to be worth the dang, and you're going to end up like upgrading that as well. But this is the Bobo VR headset for the Quest 2, and it's been like a godsend. The magic of this is it's got the ability to adjust, but also it's got this back battery pack that you can recharge and put it on, so it would be like a counterweight, and that way you can kind of balance it. And so even though the front part was heavy, the battery pack really helped balance it out, so that way when you set it on, it wasn't as heavy. And of course, they got like lens protectors, and again added more foam padding to the face so it's softer. And then this headset overall was very comfortable, and again it had PC VR support. So they went from like OLED on the original Quest to these Fresnel lenses, and with them you don't have, I guess, as much of a sweet spot when it comes to the Fresnel lenses. And also, I forgot to mention, the original, it actually had IPD. Look at that, all that crazy duct tape. It did have an IPD adjustment for your eyes, right? The distance between your eyes to give you the best clarity. On the Quest 2, it didn't have that. It actually had like these little clicking things, and you only had like 3 spots. You have 1, 2, and 3. And mine was always in between 1 and 2, so I'd always have to kind of like move it around so I can get to that 2, 3 to make it clear. But I never really got like a super clear, I guess, image on the Quest 2. It was usable. It was, at the time, it was pretty affordable. I think I paid $299 for this one. So I paid $399 for the original Quest, Oculus Quest 2. I paid $299 for the 128, and they had like a 64 gigabyte. The original had 64 gigabyte. This was 128. And I filled it up pretty fast because there was a lot of saying, hey, you're not going to fill up VR games. They're really small. And, for the most part, the first batch of games were like a gigabyte or less. And over time, they've gotten a lot bigger. But really love this one. Spent a lot of money on like accessories. Had a lot of friends come over so I could show them like what VR was like. Some of them ended up throwing them, crashed into my TV. One of them broke a TV, threw them against the wall. So I've got the rubber padding on these, so it was less prevalent. But definitely, the Quest 2 was where it was at when, as far as like my go-to headset. And then today, I was holding off on getting like, oh yeah, resolution wise, I think it was 1832 by 1920 per eye. And then with updates, it did get up to 120 hertz refresh rate. Because thing with VR is you have to build your VR legs, otherwise you'll get dizzy, and that's not good. That's why I still think VR is kind of a niche market. So today, I wanted to show you unboxing of the Meta Quest 3. And actually, this has been out for over a year, and the reason why I held off on it is because I was actually wanting to get a 256 gigabyte version. And when Meta Quest 3 released, and you know, these companies, they play games a little bit. They had like 128 and they had a 512, but there was no 256. The 128 was like $499, and then the 512 was $649. And so I was like, it's a little bit above my pay grade as far as what I want to pay for a headset that I don't use as often. But spec wise, I heard a lot about the Meta Quest 3. Was actually waiting for a 256 gigabyte version, which never materialized. But I guess Meta Quest, they had to get rid of their Meta Quest 2 inventory, and maybe they had spare parts lying around, so they had a they didn't want to separate the market too much, because you have the older, I guess, operating system or hardware for the Quest 2. Quest 3 and was holding the Quest 3 VR games back, and so I think they just basically put a lot of the Quest 3 components with the Fresnel lens from the Quest 2. And so the big reason why I'm upgrading is because I wanted to make sure I got the most hard drive space. So you know, with anything, especially like products in general, if you can go for the bigger memory, I would probably recommend that, because then you get stuck. You know, when you have 128 and you're up against like the storage capacity, then you have to start balancing out which games to erase and which games to delete. So I never liked playing that game. So 512 was where it's at, and the only reason why I picked it up was when the Quest 3S was announced. That took over the Meta Quest 2 space. And then they have that 128 and 256 gigabyte versions, and it brought this back down to $499, which is kind of the sweet spot for me. And so main reason why I bought it is that it's got the pancake lenses, so when we do the unboxing, we're going to see what that looks like. And so weight wise, I hear is pretty comparable. It might be a tad bit heavier, which is ironic, but because of the way the lenses are placed, the pancake lenses are, it sits a little closer to the face, so that center of gravity makes it easier to wear. I'm probably going to end up updating the straps, but we'll see which straps they give us. And then resolution wise is 2064 by 2208 on each eye, so it gives you a lot more resolution. And so overall, the 5 things I'm looking to get from this is you get a wider FOV, right, your field of vision, better clarity with the pancake lenses. So we're going from the Fresnel lenses to pancake lenses. Higher resolution, so definitely the resolution is better than the 1832 by 1920 that the Quest 2 offered. And also, hopefully comfort wise, you know, if once I replace the headset straps that it normally comes with, and then of course the big thing is the mixed reality, so that's one thing I wanted to try out. So let's go ahead and stop talking and open up this bad boy and see what's inside. I don't think I need a razor for this, so let's put that aside. A lot of these companies now are doing a good job with packaging, so you don't have to like get any like razors or scissors or anything like that to open it up. Okay, so let's see what's in the box. Always nice to have these unboxing experiences. I'll try it out for, you know, a few months, and then I'll come back and let you know kind of my final thoughts. But the Meta Quest 2 had a lot of enjoyment from it. Had that thing for at least 3 years and really had a good time with it. Okay, all right, so let's see what's inside. Very clean. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so it has easy instructions on how to get started. Okay, ooh, you can see that's a big change. Look at the controllers. It's a lot different. They removed the ring. Let's see, as far as the looks pretty similar. Okay, just the ring has been removed. Okay, what I really admired is the battery life on these controllers. I mean, they last forever. 10, 20, 30 hours easy. Okay, you just pull these tabs here. Let's see what the headset looks like. Oh yeah, oof, definitely has some heft to it. Okay, so definitely there's some weight to it. Anything else in the box? Okay, so back there you probably have the USB-C cable, right? Oh, look at that. We got a charging cable or charging docket, right? A lot of companies don't put this in anymore because they want to be more environmental. Got some instruction manuals, how to get all set up. Okay, let's see if it has the IPD adjustment on this one. Ooh, it does right here. Okay. All right. We'll look at that once I make sure we got everything here in the box. Okay, you got your USB-C cable. Okay, nice. Got plenty of those. Okay. Okay, got your charger, which is what a lot of companies don't give anymore. Okay. So, out of the box, you get some instruction manuals. Got this guy here that houses all that. You've got your controllers. They feel good. They have a nice weight to them, which is great. Okay. I might have to buy some grips to them because they do feel kind of slippery. So let's take a look at the headset though. Alright. Okay. So let's take a look at the pancake lenses. Okay, so that one comes automatically on. The straps are already there. Okay. Oh yeah, I could tell. I don't like these straps. Come on, Meta, you're a billion-dollar company. You can do better than this. They do happen to sell their more pro version, so I guess just to keep costs down. It is $4.99. It was $6.49. Now it's $4.99, which is what caused me that was my trigger price point. And then there's also the AirVision Pro that Apple has, but it's like 7 times the price. So I can't justify that. So here's your USB-C for charging. Got your cameras. Ooh, bunch of cameras. Probably a depth sensor. Okay, your pass-through. Okay, for charging connectors. Probably got your volume rocker here. I like that it's got the IPD adjustment. I think not. I mean, most VR headsets have it. You can tell it's kind of moving there. Okay. Does it have a 3.5 millimeter jack? Yep, right here. Looks right here if you want to hook up your own headphones. Okay. Weight-wise, it does feel pretty heavy. Let's see what the facial guard looks like. It doesn't feel bad. It's material, so I don't know if you want to share that around, but yeah, that's what you get. So pretty bare bones. You get your cable, your charger, and your controllers. Okay, so I'm gonna go get this all set up. Just want to show you a quick unboxing of what's in the Meta Quest 3. If you have it in your budget, I would probably get a Meta Quest 3 over a Meta Quest 3S. I'm not sure what the S is, but usually the S version of products, if you're thinking how Apple does the S, it's a slightly better version, but in their case it's a significant, it's maybe the sister, brother, something like that. But this is the premium headset right now from Meta Quest 3 because they've discontinued the Meta Quest 2 and also their Meta Quest Pro. All right. With that said, if you currently have a Meta Quest 3 and you want to help me with some tips and tricks, please post that in the comment section. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Put a like; it really helps out my channel, and appreciate you supporting my efforts. And we will catch you on the next episode. With that said, bye for now.